quiz that my Math 1 kids took today. It's really pretty simple. I've actually held this one off. I should have given it the last class, but we're hoping that we would have her down by then. I'm a little concerned. First class did okay. Hoping the second class does a little bit better. When we're talking about domain of the function, we want to say that x is an element of the set of the domain. And how we identify the set is as I'm dragging this card across. When do I touch the function? The first place I touch the function, this line right here, is going to be at x equals 0. And the domain is going to be all the x values for where I touch this function. So it's going to start at 0, and as I drag across, I'm touching the function, I'm touching the function, I keep touching the function to about here, which appears to be 11. At that point, oops, I made a mistake here, this should be included because in this context of running a race, 0 would be included up to 11. Now, to do that, this is seconds for the 100-meter dash. So the blue thing, the blue line, is the domain, the actual x values that exist for this function. Now the range is going to look similar, except it's going to say y is an element, so that's going to be our up and down. So as I come up from the bottom, my smallest number here is going to be 0 again. That's going to be included, so I use the bracket. And as I slide up, I'm touching, I'm touching, I'm touching, I'm touching, I'm touching, and I'm looking for the highest y value, which appears to be 100, which would make sense if it's a 100-yard dash. So this refers to all the y values that exist in this graph. Okay, to me that's the bigger part of this. Number 2 is looking for the students to identify a couple of things. We've got a fixed price. We're talking about gold. There's a fixed price per ounce. It doesn't tell us what the price is. So we've got number of ounces and cost, and what the idea for this problem is for the students to come up with what a graph might look like in a situation like this. Well, I think what I definitely know is if I buy 0 ounces, I'm going to have $0 in cost. But if it's a fixed cost, then that means that this cost is going to rise at some rate that we don't know constantly. And I could purchase half an ounce or an ounce or an ounce and a half or 10 ounces or whatever. There doesn't seem to be a limit to how many ounces I could purchase at this fixed price. So I'm looking in this case for a straight line heading in a positive direction, meaning up, but with no particular slope. We don't really know what the slope is, just a positive slope does the trick. So if you're reviewing this and reviewing maybe for the test, I hope this is helpful to you.